Hello everybody, welcome back. It has been a while since I made a video on Destiny. However, I am very excited about the new expansion that was recently announced and all that it entails for the lore of the game. Both trailers were phenomenal in my opinion, and bring into Destiny something that has been missing for quite a while, which is the mystery and the philosophical themes, which have been notably absent from the series ever since we got into Destiny 2. The Nine were always some of the best lore this game had to offer. Their whole concept has so much potential, and it could really bring a breath of fresh air into the story, which has been stagnant for so long due to the limitations of the current saga. Now that the writer can abandon the light and dark duality, they can start to cover some of the more mind-bending and interesting parts of the game. I really hope they introduce real storytelling innovations in the following expansion. I'm making this video to compile all the clues we have gathered from the Edge of Fate ARG, the cinematic and the gameplay trailer. At the end of the video, we will be making some speculation into what the new expansion will bring. Stay tuned for that, you won't want to miss it. But first, we'll see both trailers. Pay close attention to the details. Here they come. Okay.
What follows light and shadow is silence. That silence breaks. I am summoning you as a new age begins. I see sapient life turn to each other. They remember how to look to the stars. They remember curiosity. They remember how to thrive. But they have forgotten. They forgot we were here long before the Traveler. They forgot that they need us. But they are fated to remember. I will remind them. I'm sure you will, but not through me. Find someone else. My will is my own.
Observe, connect, conceal. Guardian, I had a vision. Conform, comply, return. They just wanted to show us disasters. Observe, connect, conceal. I'm not human anymore. Return, conform, comply. No one else should know what this feels like. Terminate your suspicion, Commander. Remove your scornful blindfold. Observe, connect, conceal, conform, comply, return. Observe, connect, conceal, conform, comply, connect, return.
Now we'll start with some established lore about the main protagonists of the next expansion. The Nine are sentient condensations of dark matter bound to certain celestial bodies. The bodies in question are the Sun and every planet out to Neptune. However, they do have a big flaw. Due to their nature as dark matter, they cannot interact with matter. They act through gravity itself. There are still prominent players in the Destiny universe, older than even the Gardener and Winnower's first cosmic game. Each of them shows a recognizable voice that mirrors the 9 Enneagram archetypes: Reformer, Giver, Achiever, Individualist, Investigator, Loyalist, Enthusiast, Challenger, Peacemaker. Lore pages trace 9 distinct writing styles to those traits. The new weapon called Giver's Blessing give us confirmation that we're on the right track regarding this new form of identification for them. This will also help us understand more about their individual motivations in the future. Their longest-running experiment is the Jovians. Centuries ago, the 9 visited a species called the Jovians and transformed into their current form that Xur currently has, minus the hunch, was caused by Orin. Also, a fresh lore tab from Heresy confirms that 9 are more fractured and separated than ever. That fracture is about to spill into an all-out war in Edge of Fate. The central character in this war will be Lodi. Lodi seems to be a pre-Golden Age human that was transported through the Paraverse into the current Kepler. During our incursions into the Vesper station, we intercepted his desperate transmissions. Lodi transmitting, status, moonsick, adrift, Odysseus protocol active. Odysseus, the long-lost wanderer of the Greek epic, the Iliad, is Lodi's representation. He also had a long, arduous trip back home after the events of the Trojan War. Then the reveal trailer delivers the stunner. An antique pre-Golden Age enters through a black hole and slams onto Kepler's surface. Old Chicago has always haunted Destiny lore, synonymous with wild gravitational anomalies and the birthplace of Graviton Lance, a rifle whose bullets create miniature black holes and gravitational anomalies. What we're witnessing is not tidy time travel, it's dimensional overlap. The 9 have plucked an artifact out of a parallel Chicago and stitched it into Kepler. Cinematic flashes also show Lodi cowering beneath pyramid shadows in a horrifying vision of the collapse. They seem to be mere visions. I don't think Lodi was in the real collapse. As if that weren't enough, Braytech fingerprints shine all over the trailer. During the trailer, we hear 6 commands made by the 9 aimed at Lodi. Observe, connect, conceal, conform, comply, return. They resemble Siva commands. We also see a degraded Braytech satellite drifting in space, capturing the arrival of a Guardian into Kepler. We do not have much insight regarding this, but I believe it will have some part in the new story. Meanwhile, Orin, once the 9's dutiful emissary, tears free of their control in the expansion cinematic trailer. Her rebellion leaves a vacancy, and the most likely replacement is Lodi. They already show active interest in changing him in horrific ways, as we see during the trailer. Put these fragments together, and you can feel the fracture lines spidering through the 9. Here's my final section that contains my speculation into what the new story will be like. The generous giver persona still showers Guardians with loot via Xur and the dares of eternity. But another personality from the 9 has no qualms about ripping a human from pre-Golden Age Earth to make a new emissary or obtain something worthwhile from him. He will bring Lodi into Kepler, and it will be our job to help Lodi escape the grasp of the 9. If the 9 truly mirrors Enneagram's behavioral theory of opposition of traits, challengers against peacemakers, investigators against enthusiasts, then their civil war will shake every orbit we know. Expect Kepler to become a collage battlefield, studded with Chicago artifacts, weird unexplained collapsed debris, fallen from the House of Exiles, a weird fungus infection, and more unexpected secrets that we will be able to explore when the game comes out. It will all culminate with the Guardian and Ikora discovering major revelations from the Nine. I believe their war is gonna send us straight into civilization-ending turmoil. I do now know what we will find at the end. However, it is gonna kickstart an entire new saga dedicated to the Nine. I also believe we're gonna discover an old forgotten conspiracy relating to Braytech. That's just my opinion. It's part of the video with the least amount of clues, but I still think it has some relevance. Especially considering the Ion Initiative, which according to the context in which it was said back in Vesper's host, it was supposed to be related to the war mines and Braytech. For those of you that don't remember, there was a moment where Astria, the AI inside the Vesper station, said the names of various known AIs as well as two unknown things, which are the Stoneworm Protocols and the Ion Initiative. It seems like we will get to find out what the Ion Initiative was about. I hope Clovis comes back. I love that character to death. That's all for me. It was a short video, but hopefully you will all get to learn about some of the finer details hidden in the new trailers. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you liked it, feel free to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification button for more videos like this one. See you on the next one.